Hello everyone, so this is a video about my Birchbox that I received yesterday, which I was really excited about. It's my first one. So I got 5 things in this, which are all things I've not tried before, which was nice to get something new. So I've tried all of them now, just so I can give you guys an idea of what I think of everything. So it's quite handy because you get a little booklet which tells you everything about all of the products, so you know how to use them, what ingredients are in them, etc, etc. So one of the first things I tried was actually the Beaver shampoo Hydra, and they did a conditioner with it as well, which is in a little sachet, so probably only get maybe 2 uses out of that one, but it's better than nothing. So I actually used that a couple of hours ago and dried my hair. As you can see, I mean, you can tell my hair's freshly washed because of the colour, but it is supposed to be a moisturising shampoo, and I have to say my hair does feel far more softer, more moisturised. Just generally you can feel the difference, I think, from what I normally use. I normally use a moisturising one by Tresemme, and I'd say there's not, in fact I'd say this one's probably better, to be quite honest. You can definitely tell it's a better quality, and it is obviously more expensive. I have to say as well, it's very natural smelling, so it's made out of avocado oil, I think. Let me have a double check. Yeah, it's avocado oil and aloe vera. You can really smell that when you put it on. It smells natural. You can almost, it's kind of like you're in a garden and you can smell the floral scents. That's what I'd describe it as. Still smells like it now as well, which is always nice. If it leaves that little bit of scent in your hair afterwards, it just makes it smell fresher. You don't want it to smell dull almost, which is really nice. So I would probably say they're really good. They say on there that the RRP is £11.50. So I mean, if you're paying for a good quality shampoo and conditioner at the regular size, obviously these are just testers, I mean, that's more than I would normally spend. Obviously, as I said, I normally use Tresemme, so slightly more expensive, but I think it would be worth it if you really want to treat your hair well, which I probably, because I'm quite lucky, I don't have to do much with my hair, so I'm quite lucky in that I don't have to do much with it, so I'm not really too bothered what I use on it. But I definitely would highly recommend, if you feel like treating yourself, definitely give it a try, and that's Beaver Professional Hydra Shampoo and Conditioner. So that's the first one I tried. And then the next one was this, I think it's pronounced Kueshi. I'm assuming it's Japanese. They don't say where it's from, so Kueshi, and that's a foot care cream. So again, I'm one of those people, I probably don't do as much with my feet as I should. You know, you're on them all day, every day, they carry you around, you probably should take pretty good care of them. And I do suffer with quite dry skin, so I really liked this actually, mainly due to the smell, because it's got a really strong smell of tea tree oil, which I love tea tree oil, so that was just won me over straight away as soon as I smelt it. But actually using it, it does feel noticeably smoother. It's very creamy on the skin, it absorbs very quick, it doesn't make them feel greasy or anything like that. So again, I would say that's a really good product. Again, slightly more higher end, as it's £12 for the full size product, but I mean, again, if you want to treat yourself, or if you have got extra disposable cash, which at the moment I don't have that much, but I think it's really good to use. I would definitely say use that. I mean, I've used like number 7 and other kind of foot care, and I'd say it's pretty similar. I don't know if it's worth the price, so to speak, but I'm definitely happy I got it in the bag just to try it. And then another thing that I got was the Nuxe facial and body, well, it's actually multi-purpose dry oil, which is this one. So, I mean, I've used this today. I don't know if you can tell. I'm not actually wearing any foundation at all. I just use this as a moisturiser, so I just put a couple of drops in my hand, rubbed it together, wiped it on, and also put a little bit on my lips because my lips were quite dry after we've had the really strange weather over the last few weeks. So I put a little bit on my lips, a little bit on the skin. And I have to say, I was worried when it said an oil because you think, oh god, it's going to be really oily on the skin. But it was actually really nice, and it dries quite quickly, but you still get that kind of dewy look. I don't know if you can tell, I mean, I think it's really freshened up my skin actually. I'm quite lucky today in that I've not got any spots or anything, so it looks rather nice, I have to say, and it feels good on the skin. Like if I feel it, it feels very soft, smooth, moisturised. Again, the full size of this is £17, and it smells lovely. It really, it's got a mixture of almond oil, hazelnut and macadamia. So it's really quite sweet smelling, which is nice. And from having it on my hands smell really nice as well, and moisturised. So again, another thing I would definitely give a go again. I think they're all products that are slightly a bit pricey for me at the minute, but a lot of people would say that. So that's the kind of advantage of having the Birchbox actually, because you can pay £10 and try all the different products without having to spend £17 on one. So I think it's a really good idea, and that one is definitely something I'd use again. Maybe try different oils. It's the first one I've ever used and I really like it, so I might have to shop around a bit more and see if I can try different ones, see which ones I like. And then I also got the Hoola, which is from Benefit, which is basically a liquid bronzer. I've actually used it all over my face today. You can't really tell too much in this light, but it certainly gives you a really good glow. You can see it more in bright sunshine. And it also helped in me not wearing any foundation or anything. I think it's just given me that little bit more colour because I am normally quite pale. It goes on almost like fake tan, which I thought was a little bit strange, but and I put it on top of the oil as well, so it's carried on that dewy kind of summer look. So I'd say the oil and this together are probably perfect for holiday when you've got a tan, for example. So it just emphasise the tan, make you look really dewy and healthy and fresh, which is always a nice look. I mean, as I said, you can't really tell very much on my skin, but if you could see my skin now as normal without anything on it, you'd be able to tell the difference. So it's one of those things where you could probably put a little bit on, build it up. The more dark you want to look or the more bronze you want to look, add more layers, so to speak. Again, first time I've ever used a liquid bronzer, and I mean, I don't know if I'm impressed, to be honest. I think it's one of those things I prefer personally, powder bronzers, but I mean I think this is more like a under foundation or over tan kind of base basically. But I do really like it. Again, RRP is £22.50, so I don't know again if that's worth it. But I'll keep using it and get back to you guys and see what I think. First impressions are a little bit like, I'm not too sure. But as I said, it's the first ones I've used. Some may be darker, some may be lighter. I think this is supposed to be used as a base. It says in the actual booklet that I got with the box, melts into the skin and creates a naturally sun-kissed glow that's easier on the shine and completely free of shimmer. So as I said, it is a little bit like self-tan, but it's really nice. So I'm not gonna say I hate it, but I'm not gonna say I love it either. I'm kind of somewhere in between at the minute. But that may change if I use it a bit more, use it on top of foundation, etc. Just so I can see what the differences are. But at the moment I think it's quite good. just to use on its own, just to give you a bit of colour if you're not wanting to wear too much makeup. Next one is Cynthia Rowley eyeliner, which I used yesterday. Obviously I'm not wearing it today, I've only got mascara on, but I mean, as eyeliners go, I really like the packaging on this actually. I used it as you would any normal eyeliner, along the lash line with a little bit of a cat flick. It's quite creamy going on. Some eyeliners can be really hard and you have to kind of soften them up on your hand before you put them on. I find you didn't have to do that and it stayed really well as well. So again, something I'll probably have to use more than once to decide whether I love it or hate it. At the moment, probably one of the better eyeliners I've used for staying power, and as well as how dark it is as well, because obviously using a crayon is normally slightly lighter than a liquid liner. I found this was actually really dark for a crayon, so I think I prefer using these because you've got a little bit more control depending on what the applicator is for the gel liner, but I definitely like it. RRP for this is £11, which again, it's if you want to pay £11 for an eyeliner. It seems to me it's one of those that will last longer, so you are paying for a better quality. But again, it's something that I'm going to need to look into, use a bit more, compare to other things at different prices. But I'm quite impressed with it so far. And that's the last product in the box. So that's my 5 things. I would say they're all nice because they're all kind of summery based, which is nice. I think out of all of them, I would probably say my 2 top would be the facial oil and the shampoo and conditioner. The facial oil I also put a little bit on the ends of my hair, which it suggests to do in the booklet, which I found actually really helped. I can sometimes suffer with split ends, especially when my hair needs cutting like it does. So I found that really helped just to moisturise the ends and improve that, which was lovely. But that's my first Birchbox. I'm quite impressed with it, I have to say, and obviously it's only my first one, so it depends what they do with the different products. I'll be getting another one in next month and the month after that, etc, etc. So if you guys want to let me know if you want to carry on seeing the videos, I'll put links underneath of all the products I've used, etc, etc. And if you've got any questions, let me know. You can add me on Instagram and Twitter if you feel like it, and subscribe and like the video if you're impressed. Also, if you've got any suggestions about other things you'd like me to do, just let me know. I'm happy to take all those on board, and it gives me extra material so I'm not thinking about it all myself. So thank you very much for watching. I hope the information was useful, and if you're thinking of buying any of the products or generally anything along those lines, then it helps you in that way. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in my next video. Thank you, bye.